JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, murdered 8-year-old was cop's daughter. Several lines of inquiry being probed, say police. The police say they're pursuing several lines of inquiry in the shocking abduction and murder of 8-year-old Danielle Rowe, the daughter of a serving member of the force. The child was allegedly abducted on Thursday from the Brayton Primary and Infant School, which is located in the St. Catherine South Police Division in which her parent works. She was found later that day with her throat slashed on Roosevelt Avenue in St. Andrew. Danielle succumbed to her injuries at the Bustamante Hospital for Children on Saturday morning. This heinous crime has shocked our nation, and the thoughts and deepest condolences of the entire Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF family go out to her family, friends, and school community during this incredibly difficult time, noted a statement from the police on Saturday afternoon. It said the force's chaplaincy unit and wider membership are providing support to their grieving colleague. The JCF has joined calls for persons with information to make reports. We're urgently calling on the public to help us bring the perpetrator or perpetrators of this horrendous act to justice. If you have any information that you believe can assist in solving this case, please do not hesitate to contact us. Your contribution could be pivotal in helping us solve this case and bring closure to the grieving family. It said, adding that, we would like to assure the public that any information provided will be treated with the utmost confidentiality. Persons may call the National Intelligence Bureau tip line at 811, Crime Stopper 311, Police Emergency at 119, or the nearest police station. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has described the crime as deeply disturbing and barbaric and has directed that all the necessary investigative resources must be mobilized to bring the perpetrator to justice. My heart goes out to Daniel's family and friends during this period of immense grief. The entire Jamaica must consider this a charge on our collective conscience, Holness said in a statement Saturday. Holness has also instructed Education Minister Favour Williams to have all schools review their safety and security policies. Opposition leader Mark Golding said the murder was a despicable and depraved act of violence against this innocent little girl. It is yet another instance of how low our country has fallen in caring for our children, he tweeted today. The police have not established a motive for the attack on Danielle. Detectives from the St. Catherine South Police Division spent much of Friday carrying out investigations at the school. 3 shot, 1 fatally at Dorney Park Plaza. 3 people were shot, 1 fatally, during a gun attack at the Dorney Park Plaza in St. Andrew on Friday afternoon. The dead man has been identified as Junior Barrett, 33, from Ferry District, Kingston 20. The injured include a 34-year-old handyman from Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, and a 24-year-old man from Kingston 20. Reports are that sometime after 4 p.m., Barrett was sitting on a stool outside the barber shop in the plaza when an armed man opened fire, hitting him several times in the upper body. The man, police said, opened gunfire at Barrett, who it appeared may have been the intended target. He was hit in the upper body. The other man ran on hearing the gunshots, but was hit in his left foot and leg. The second injured man was walking in the direction of where the shooting took place and was hit in the upper right section of his back. Other injured people were rushed by 2 police units to hospital, where Barrett was pronounced dead and the others were being treated. Police say they're yet to establish a motive for the attack. 2 shot, 1 fatally in St. Anne gun attack. A man was shot and killed, and another wounded in Freehill, St. Anne on Friday night. Dead is 26-year-old laborer Nathaniel Cormack. Police reports are that about 9:20 p.m., Cormack and another man were standing in the community when they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire, hitting them. Residents alerted the lawmen, and both men were taken to hospital. Cormack later succumbed to his injuries. The other man was admitted. Investigations are ongoing. Man stabbed to death in Ocho-Rios. An unidentified man was stabbed to death in Ocho-Rios, St. Anne on Saturday morning. The deceased appeared to be in his 40s, of dark complexion, medium build, and clad in a green-looking shirt, a pair of black jeans pants, and a pair of black and red shoes. Police reports are that about 2:45 a.m., residents stumbled upon the body. When the lawmen arrived at the scene in the vicinity of Burger King, the body was found lying in blood with what appeared to be stab wounds to the head. A police source said that the man was reportedly seen running from the vicinity of the Ocho-Rios post office with blood coming from his face and then collapsed along the sidewalk. Man shot dead in St. James attack. A man was shot dead moments after driving up at his home in Norwood, St. James on Friday night. He has been identified as 26-year-old Akeem Smith, otherwise called Macro, of Albion Lane in the parish. His girlfriend, who was in the vehicle, reportedly picked up an undisclosed injury while trying to escape. Reports are that about 11:45 p.m., a group of armed men attacked Smith and his girlfriend as he arrived at Waterlily Crescent in Norwood. Smith received gunshot injuries and was later assisted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital. He was pronounced dead. The woman is being treated. JDF soldier dies in Kingston crash. A 31-year-old Jamaica Defense Force JDF soldier died following a motor vehicle crash on the Palisadoes Main Road in Kingston early Saturday morning. The Army says details are still being gathered. The crash occurred about 1 a.m. while Blake Roper was driving a blue Volkswagen Jetta motor car towards the Norman Manley International Airport, according to Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Gary McKenzie, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch. On approaching the roundabout, for some reason, he did not make the left to continue around the roundabout, but instead went over into the roundabout where he collided with a piece of concrete and the vehicle got damaged and he got injured, Mackenzie said. Roper, who was from St. Andrew, was the only person in the vehicle. He was pronounced dead at hospital. ACP Mackenzie said the cause of the crash has not been established and that there will be checks to, among other things, determine whether there were any defects to the car. Cop knocked down by a bus driver accused of running red light. A policeman has been admitted to hospital in serious condition after he was struck down from his service motorcycle in downtown Kingston on Friday. Reports said that Corporal David Forster, who is head of traffic in the St. Andrew South Police Division, was injured when the driver of a passenger bus disobeyed a traffic light and knocked down the policeman at the intersection of Tower and King Street. It is understood that the Toyota Hiace bus ran over Corporal Forster's right leg. The officer was rushed to hospital where he has been admitted. According to a source, doctors are contemplating whether to amputate his right leg. The driver of the bus, Dane Kelly, has been arrested on charge for dangerous driving. Delivery driver arrested following $29 million drug bust at Sangster Airport. A 49-year-old delivery driver was arrested following the seizure of 5 kilograms of cocaine found in his luggage at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James, on June 8. The man, who is said to be from a Thornton, St. Elizabeth address, is accused of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Reports from the Narcotics Division are that about 3 p.m., a man went to the airport attempting to board a flight departing to London, England, was stopped by detectives and his luggage was searched. During the search, the drugs, with an estimated street value of over 29 million Jamaican dollars, were found concealed in his luggage. His identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Pistol and ammo seized in Whitehall, Negril. A pistol with a magazine containing 1 round of ammunition was seized during an operation in Whitehall, Negril on Friday. Reports from the Negril police are that about 2:30 p.m., lawmen were on a targeted operation when an area was searched. During the search, the firearm and ammunition were discovered. 1 person was taken into custody in relation to the seizure. Investigations are ongoing. 2 more persons arrested in probe of beryllium attacks. The police have arrested 2 more persons in the ongoing probe of a series of multi-million-dollar robberies perpetrated against a private security company, Beryllium Limited. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Criminal Investigations Branch, Senior Superintendent Cleon Marsh, has confirmed the developments. "I'm sitting in front of the suspects and their attorney. We're doing some interviews," he said Saturday afternoon. He declined to provide any further details, so it is not clear to which incident the arrests are connected. Courier teams from Beryllium, which is owned by one of the largest private security firms in Jamaica, have been attacked on at least 5 occasions in the last 12 months, 4 of which took place within the last 4 months. Second man charged for Bay double murder. A second man has been charged by the police in connection with a daring mid-afternoon double murder in downtown Montego Bay, St. James last month. Richard Leo, 33, was charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, and possession of a prohibited weapon following an interview with police investigators on Thursday, his attorney Donovan Collins has confirmed. Taxi operator Ronaldo Linton, 25, has already been charged with similar offences for his alleged involvement in the killings. But Colin said Leo is at a loss as to why he was charged with any crime and is anxious for his day in court. My instructions were that he has no idea about what the police have charged him for and is of the view that this is a great mistake, his attorney said on Friday. Ramon McFarlane, 31, also called the Brown Man, and Ayode Gooden, 27, also known as Siva, both from St. James, died after the motor car in which they were traveling was sprayed with bullets near the intersection of Harbour and Union Streets in downtown Montego Bay about 3:20 p.m. on May 20. The killing occurred days after the government declared a state of public emergency in St. James. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.